Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Let's start with our week 7 and what it is. Sorry, what it is basically. What are the different topics that we will cover in this session? And our planning tools and techniques. When we are talking about planning tools and technique module, it's about what are the learning objectives that we will cover in this session. Techniques for assessing the environment. So generally, we have studied about planning. What's the concept of planning, how we have to, and how we can plan, what will be the, you can say MBO, and what would be the strategic planning process and all that. Now, what we want to discuss right now, it's about techniques for assessing the environment, how we can assess the environment overall. आप एक environment को कैसे evaluate करते हो, assess कैसे करते हो, और उसकी base पे then how you can go for good planning. So we have different techniques that can be about environmental scanning. We have forecasting techniques and benchmarking. These are the three basic techniques that we have to. This one is the example. Generally, आप go through हो जाइएगा. It's the explanation why we have to and how we have to go for. Generally, कोई भी आप business start करते हो, तो definitely you have to go for the planning. Now, there are three techniques help the manager to do that. That can be environmental scanning, forecasting, and benchmarking. So these are the three basic techniques for assessing the environment. When we are talking about environmental scanning, that means now we have to scan, we have to find out what are the different factors that those are involved in the internal and external environment as well. Now, what are the factors, how it will affect? As we have discussed in the class, we have different number of internal and external factors. लाइक इंटरनल फैक्टर्स की अगर हम बात करें, जो हमने 6th वीक में भी डिस्कस किया, तो दैट इंक्लूड्स what we can say policies, methods, procedures, and rules, regulations, and all that. That will be the part of, and that is the part of your internal environmental factors. And when we are talking about external environmental factors, that is the outside the environment, but directly or indirectly that affect your organization. So that can be what we can say, that is about your customer. That is one of the biggest factor that affect your organization and overall your business, and your suppliers, your resources, your information, your labor supply, your raw material, from where you can say get that material, जिसको हम supplier के point of view से लेंगे. And definitely it's about your economic condition of the state of the country, and what we can say political stability or instability of the country, inflation, deflation, ये सारे factors जो हैं वो आपकी overall organization को, these are the external environmental factors, and it will affect your organization. And definitely we have discussed about the government control like taxes and all that, that will directly affect your business as well. So manager in both small and large organization use the environmental scanning. When we are talking about environmental scanning, which is the screening of large amount of information to anticipate and interpret the changes in the environment. So that means how people has to, what we can say, what will be the amount of information to anticipate and interpret the changes in the environment, how they have to screen, what they have to find out. Extensive environmental scanning is likely to reveal the issues and concerns that could affect an organization's current or planned activities. Research has shown that the companies that use the environmental scanning have higher performance, right? So generally, if some company, if someone is included or someone has gone through from the environmental scanning, they have high performance. Organizations that don't keep on top of the environmental changes are likely to experience the opposite. So most of the time, any organization that don't keep on top of the environmental changes, generally आपकी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर डिफरेंट environmental changes होती हैं, that will and they are not the part of that changes, so that will be experienced in an opposite way generally, because human needs change, and people has to prepare themselves to accept the change. So definitely, and we have to accept, like technology new आती है, yeah, inflation है, deflation है, whatever the thing in the market, so accordingly you have to accept it. When we are talking about techniques used for environmental scanning, there are different techniques. Sorry, there are different techniques we have, like SWOT, pest analysis, ETPO, and QUEST. But right now, we just go through from the SWOT analysis in detail. What is SWOT analysis, or what we can say matrix? Strength, that means it's about strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat. So we have to analyze our organization on the basis of SWOT analysis. Strength, what does your organization do better than your competitors? That means what will be the qualities, what will be the positive points of that company, our organization. Weakness is what does your organization need to improve upon? That means what are the deficiencies, where you lack for, and how you can improve that one. Opportunities, what market trend could lead to increase the sales, and that is about the opportunity, means whatever the opportunity, whatever the different trends and different things that is available for you and how you can avail that thing. So that is about opportunity, specifically about sales and promotion and business. So this is the way what market trends could lead to increase the sales. Threat, what are the advantages competitors have over your organization? That means what are the advantages a competitor have over your organization? That can be the risk, that can be your competitor, and that can be the policy of your competitor. That is you can say benefit for the competitor, but at the same time that is a threat for you. So that is about SWOT analysis. And next one is about SWOT analysis template. So these are the different what we can say points जिनको हम कह सकते हैं कि these are the strengths. और ये वो सारे पॉइंट्स हैं जो आपको अवेल करने चाहिए इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ, वीकनेसेस, अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड थ्रेट. इफ यू वांट टू एक्सप्लेन, आप इनसे गो थ्रू हो जाए और इनको आप देख सकते हैं कि दीज आर वी लैकिंग इन स्टाफ स्किल्स और ट्रेनिंग, सो दैट कैन बी द वीकनेस. सो व्हाट डू वी डू वेल? दैट मींस व्हाटएवर वी आर डूइंग, व्हाट डू आवर कस्टमर से we do well? It's about customer feedback. What is our unique selling propositions? The way we are selling the product, promotional schemes and all that. These are the strengths. So do we have strong brand awareness, customer loyalty? Again, it's a very important point. Supplier, distributor, influence relationship, and what property are unique assets we have, and what skills we have from our employees point of view. Strong capital hai. Do our profit margin is comparative to industrial benchmark? Means whatever the benchmark we have, हमारा जो profit margin है overall industrial benchmark के comparatively, is it feasible, and we have enough profit and revenue for our organization and assets. So ये सारी हमारी strength है, ये सारे हमारे positive point है. And what will be the weakness then? Where can we improve? That can be wherever we are lacking or we are deficient, we can improve that thing. What do our customers frequently complain about? And which objections are hard to address? Are we new or not well known? That means we are new in the market and we are not well known. Again, it's very difficult to, you can say, make the position in the market. So this is very difficult. Do we have any limitation in distribution? Are your resources and equipment outdated or old? Are we lacking in staff skills or training? Do we suffer from the cash flows problems and all that? Are our profit margin smaller than the industrial benchmarks and all that? That means overall जो भी set of standards हैं उससे कम है अगर हमारा profit margin, तो ये हमारा weak point है. अगर उससे ज्यादा है तो that is our strength, that is our positive point, and that is the what we can say our strength for again to make the prestige and goodwill for our organization and to make the profit and revenue to generate. Do our competitors have any weakness we could benefit from it? अगर कोई ऐसी वीकनेस है जिससे हम बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं उसकी प्राइसिंग स्ट्रेटजी से या उसकी पॉलिसी कोई भी ऐसी है. टारगेट मार्केट ग्रोइंग आर शिफ्टिंग इन आवर फेवर, अगेन इट्स अ गुड थिंग. इज देयर एनी अनटैप्ड पेन point, our niche market? Again, it's an opportunity. Are there upcoming event we could benefit from? Any upcoming event, we have to take that event in the form of opportunity and we have to get the benefit from it. Are there geographical expansion opportunity? Geographically, if we want to expand our organization, number of branches बनाएं, there are potential new sources of financing, industry or economic trends that could benefit us, social or political trends that could benefit us, and any new technology through which we can get the benefit. So ये सारी opportunities हैं जिनको हम avail कर सकते हैं. Now, what are the threats? New competitors are expansion. That is the biggest threat. कोई भी new product आता है, competitor आता है और उसकी expansion होती है. Is any target market shrinking or shifting? Again, it's a threat for us. कि हमारी जो टारगेट मार्केट है लोग कम हो रहे हैं, हमारा कस्टमर जो स्पेसिफिक टारगेट कस्टमर है वो कम हो रहा है. Could any indirect competitor become direct competitor? Again, it's a big threat for us. कि जो indirect है वो direct competitor है. Industry or economic trends that is going to be changed, social and political trends that is changing, any new technology that could work against us. So that means, again, these are the threat for us. So for that reason, what we have to do, we have to go for the global scanning and we have to go for the competitor intelligence. Competitor intelligence क्या है जी? Competitor intelligence, this is what competitor intelligence is. We have to know about all these things regarding our competitor. कोई market shrink हो रही है, कोई new product launch हो रहा है, हमारे competitor की strategies क्या हैं, उसकी policies क्या हैं, how he is working in the market, what are the, and whenever you have to take the start for any business, you have to go for niche market. It's very important. Small market से start करें, because large market में आप जाते हैं तो globally it's very difficult to tackle all these things. So then you have to go for the small market. So day by day आप जब grow up होंगे, ज़्यादा ग्रो करेगा आपका बिजनेस, तो डेफिनेटली यू हैव नंबर ऑफ कंपैटिटर्स. जब इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे जाते हैं तो कंपैटिटर्स इंटेलिजेंसेस, you have to know about the advertisement, promotional, and whatever the reports, agencies and annual reports, newspaper, and their techniques, their strategies, their pricing techniques, their pricing strategies, policies, इन सब का आपको अपने competitor का idea होना चाहिए. Then you can perform better in the competitive market. So what we have to do for that reason, this is the last slide of first session. Then we will go for the global scanning in the next session. Collecting field data. First of all, from the field, you have to collect the data, publish the data, compile the data, then you have to compile that data, cataloging the data, you have to make the cataloging and digestive analysis. Then you have to implement it, communication to strategist. Then you have to communicate it to the strategist. So accordingly, you have to implement, and then you have to make the part of your organization, and then you have to communicate it. Global scanning is like globally how you have to, one type of environmental scanning that particularly important in global scanning. That means globally आपके कौन से trends हैं, आपकी क्या requirements है, technology कौन सी use हो रही है, कैसे हो रही है, what are the values, what are the requirements, dynamic market है, complex है, niche market है अगर आपकी, तो definitely it's not on global level. But when you want to go for international level, then you have to go for the global scanning as well. So it's again another very important factor on the basis of which you can scan or analyze your environment. So this one is about overall first environmental factor, then forecasting and techniques, and then we have to go for benchmark in the next session. So this one is about our first session class. Thank you.